Help yourself to further selection of paranoia-inducing tablets. Help yourself to cooking fat for disgusting sex experiments. Help yourself to plethora of sadistic pod culture glockmags. Help yourself to bottle of filthy sedimented antique wine. Help yourself to nutrition-free jammed cardboard fruit and veg. Help yourself to slow death, obesity and stationery for suicide missive. Help yourself to identity deleting software. Help yourself to morsel of disappointment quiche.
Hello, I'm Tim Leopard and welcome to my world of pain.
Chat, take a break, hello, heat, okay, and worst offender, love it.
I saw this old woman with a stick coming out of her house, and so I jumped out of the motor and chucked a load of caustic soda in her face. And like I said, I served a day in Nick, but then they let me off on a technicality because my lawyer was able to prove that the sign outside that house quite clearly said blind people. And I'm an obedient sort of fella.
There's actually a fucking magazine called Love It, love it. Picture on the front, pretty girl. Headline next to her, raped by my evil dad when I was 11. Love it, love it. It's a wank, it's a misery wank. It's people, we love our recreational grief in this country. People masturbating over strangers in pain, vicariously living through their misery, eroticising it. It's seductive, isn't it? Jade Goody, did anyone like Jade Goody? What did you see when you saw Jade Goody? I saw a vulnerable, uneducated woman murdered by mass hatred. Oh, she was so racist, she got cancer. And what was the death of Jade Goody if not a slow-motion snuff movie in instalments? Puked out by the media and people like Desmond for the edification of a bunch of people who should know fucking better. Supermodel snorts cocaine. We got a picture of Kate Moss doing cocaine. Fucking news if they had one of her ignoring it, refusing a line, no, I don't fancy it. God, what's her story? She's interesting. My God, supermodel refuses Class A drugs. And she ain't sticking her finger down her throat either. My God, she's fascinating. What's her story? Footballer. Spending all his money on 16th century French first editions.
It doesn't really matter what lies you tell, eventually the bare truth is exposed. Case in point, I was on a train coming into London a couple of years ago and I saw a massive poster, a massive billboard advertising the latest chunk of subliterate pap from Dan Brown. And the tagline, incredibly massive billboard, and it just had the words on it, the red hot new brown. Now I don't know what imagery that fires into your mind's eye, but for me it's pretty unequivocal.
Help yourself to mind rot pastry, frozen pus chunks, atrophy genitals, and a slap in the guts from a bastard. Help yourself to panacea of lavatory culture bliss. Help yourself to shrivel and sniff. Help yourself.
Other insect news, well, they're still afraid about the missing fly that went missing, I think it was in Northampton. From a kitchen. 1 minute it was the Bannister family. 1 minute the thing was crawling around on a cake, vomiting on it and shitting on it, and then eating the shit and the vomit. Next minute it had gone out the window. So if anyone sees it, phone the Bannisters up. They're particularly gutted since they've lost 3 cats. And well, Janice miscarried those twins.